This, my friends, is how you make money on an email list. You are a coach or a community, you've got a membership or a mastermind, something that you potentially launch like once a quarter or every 6 months or 3 months, whatever that is. Check this out. So let's just say, for example, you've got an email list of 5,000 people. Of these 5,000 people, 450 people that have either bought from you, they're not engaged anymore, or they're not really interested anymore. You don't know this because you're just sending it to the same 5,000 people every single time. But let's just over-egg this massively, and let's just say there's 4,000 people after that. I know we said 450. Let's just say it's 4,000 people. These people have been on your list for, I don't know, 12 months. These people potentially have seen this offer pretty much the same message to the same people over and over again. Cohort 5, cohort 6, cohort 7, and you're looking at it and going, oh, well, the numbers are dipping, etc., etc. How can we keep saying the same thing in a different way, right? You're doing it wrong, and this is exactly what we do differently. Instead, here is how we would work differently. We'd have our weekly sequences, so we're going out to our list, so let's say we've got our 5,000 people. Over the time, and when we bring people on board, we will be tagging and segmenting people based on their behaviors, what they like, their interests. We will be tagging them early doors. So all of a sudden, we've got people that we know potentially are the right movers. They fall into a right revenue bracket. So let's just say then your main ticket offer is going to cost them $7.5K. Now, it might be the case that you've only got a select number of people that could actually afford this price. And those have to be earning over 100K. So straight away, I know that if we're tagging and getting hand raiser content throughout our weekly nurture sequences, I already know that we could have potentially in the build up to when you launch. So let's say you're launching in March. I know that way back in December or January, we've already identified 200 people that fall within the ideal bracket for this new launch. 200 people that fit the perfect criteria for this offer. Now, let's say, for example, as well, for this offer, we might only be bringing in 5 people each cohort. Now, I would much rather try and target 5 people, the bucket of 200 people that meet the criteria, than me blasting out to 5,000 people who do not fit the criteria, and their messaging is going to get lost in these because they're nowhere near the revenue standards, the quality of people. You are targeting the wrong people by doing this. Now, a lot of people will say, well, yeah, but we've got 5,000 more potential people rather than your 200. Hell, I'd even take 100, to be honest with you. But even better, we've got 5,000. That's fab. But if I'm a window cleaner, I want to go to 100 people that got dirty windows, not 5,000 people that live underground, don't have windows. Do you know what I mean? Now everyone says, oh, okay, it's great. You can do that one launch. You can do one launch like that, and then you'll know who these people are. But this is the beauty of it, right? We're going to remove those 5,000 people. And let's say we've then tagged these people as potential hand raisers, and let's just call it round 1, right? So these people have come in for round 1. They don't buy, maybe only the 5 of them buy from that. But from round 1, I know that the next set of emails that we're going to be building up and nurturing, I could then exclude them from future sequences. I can engage with them separately, so I can be finding out why they didn't buy. Any comments or feedback they get as to maybe potential objections as to why they didn't buy. It might have just been a money thing and they might come back in round 2. But if not, I can still use all of this to make even better copy for the next round of the next launch or for your weekly nurture thing. So the idea is by the time you get to round 4, 5, 6, 7, not only have you got the right messaging, you've got the right people, you've got everything in place for those 5 spaces or whatever it is, if you're doing high ticket or it might be mixture, to go straight away. Best thing here is the more often you do this, the more you nurture, the more you identify people on your email list, the more you tags and segments, you have way more offers to sell to, right? So if you then go and tag these people, and as they're coming through over time, so over 6 months or a 12-month window, I can then be way more resourceful with the type of emails we're sending to people. So let's say you go into launch, it's all right saying, well, we're going to do a specific campaign for these 200 people. What happens to the other 4,800 people? This is the beauty of it. Each of these 4,800, this is all segmented, this is all tagged. I could run a separate campaign that these guys don't see, that some of these will. And now you imagine all of a sudden we've got not necessarily just one launch going on, we've got another one going on over here, and we've got another one going over here. Now this, guess what, is all equaling big wedge. That is exactly what we do at Go Email Marketing. We're not just here, take that off your hands. Yeah, great. You didn't have to write those 15 emails or 20 emails. There's way more to it than that. It's the strategy, it's the thinking, it's the dynamic movement of how your list operates and moves and evolves. We're going to keep an eye on all of that for you, send it out to you. Brilliant. Here's our launch strategy. Oh, by the way, we're not just going to be launching this to 150 people that's going to go and bring 35, 40K. We've also identified that we've got 500 people over here that are waiting for this offer. We're going to go and prime them for this one while this is going on. All of these revenue streams coming from your email list. This, my friends, is how you make money on an email list.